Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Resonant Rise plus Greg Tech. I'm Illusion like usual, and it's been kind of playing down here in the Greg Tech factory room. Put in some crafting terminals and a crafting monitor up there. Color them white. Put a little bit better top on it, make it look a little bit better. So far, that's pretty much all I've done. So, a couple projects I want to work on today. First project I want to show you is, remember 2 episodes ago I had trouble with this remote order. I got that sorted out and have full access to all my inventory wherever I go. The problem with that was I was missing a provider logistics pipe. That's what I was missing. So I fixed that, so I have it linked up to this chest right here. So if I request a, let's say, I need my ender chest, it'll pop right into here. So pretty cool. It's nice to have while you're out exploring around, have access to all your enemy inventory. Put some of this stuff away that I don't need right now. Okay, cool. So one of the first things I want to get made is, you can see my my wrench is getting a little beat up. I want to go ahead and make an electric wrench. I think I have all the materials to get that made. Battery. Cool. Electric wrench. Hmm. I could just stand here and power it up. Let's power it up first. Oh, okay. I'll get that powered up somewhere. I know where a place. I got the blast furnace making all the aluminum into ingots. That's almost done. Can you charge that up for me? Thank you. Alright. I should actually make 2 of them, leave one in the inventory, but I gotta change my patterns. We'll just toss that. Okay, cool. So I got that made. So one of the first projects I want to deal with is I want to deal with all these tiny piles and small piles of titanium. So in the last Tech series, I used the electric crafting table, and I had a little bit issue with it, but against my better judgment, I'm going to give it a try again. In fact, I already put, and if this goes wrong or doesn't work, I already got the packagers on saved into the autocraft, and we're going to go right into packagers and be done with it. But let's try to stick to electric theme if we're in a Greg Tech room. So I'm going to make this electric crafting table Mark III. Alright, so we're going to need 2 more advanced circuits. I have the electron plates made with 2 holes. Okay. Two holes. And so I need one more advanced circuit. Oh, already got it out of there. Two, three. Okay. Alright, so there's our 2 electric crafting tables. Grab some of this. Grab a few buses. Grab some cable. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get this to work a little better than I did last time. So I already ran some wire up here. I thought it was supposed to have colored inventories, or colored sided. Okay, well, we'll just go with it. See what happens. So I brought down 2 buses, so where's the other one? There it is. There we go. Alright, see how all this is going to work. Jump down here. Okay, got power. See if I get these on here. Put you back up there. I'm gonna run this along. Okay, let's give it a try. So the reason I set up 2 is so I can set 1 to do tiny piles and 1 to do small piles. That's the hope, at least. So we'll do small pile first. So small pile is 4. So let's set this up to do 4. Wait a minute. Okay. Alright, let's give this a try. Yeah, looks like it's working. Yep, it's working. Titanium should be coming over here. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. So, see this, I guess this is going to work a lot better. And then we'll set this up to tiny pile over here to do, yeah, that one. To do a complete grid. Hey, it's working. Because we had a bunch of those tiny piles. So this one should be finished. It is, so it's got waiting on 1 more. And you're still working. Alright, cool. Well, I'm happy with that. Scrub a facade. Make it a little bit better. Cool. Alright. So, one other thing that I made is an assembly machine. I had it on AutoCraft, so I didn't really make it. The AutoCrafter did. I'm gonna put you right here. So what I'm doing on these bottom row machines is I have an ME interface with actual recipes in it to sending up into the plate bending machine. So that's how I'm going to kind of alternate these this server console area. As if I wanted to request something, that I can request it off the interface. Otherwise, I can output system into the Steve's Factory Manager to kind of deal with it. So I have it also over here on the alloy smelter when I was making those red alloy ingots for these circuits. So this thing is slowly coming along. I like the way it's heading. And this should be making us a little bit more titanium. Oh wow, we got a whole other stack of titanium. We're going to be able to make that other thing I wanted to make. Well, yes we are. So what I do is put it there, send one through, see if I can grab it before it imports. Nope. Alright. And go. And that way I can autocraft and request these 3 plates so far. Excellent. That's working just like I want it to. So I need 6 plus 8 is 18 or 14. So I need 13 of those when you have time. Alright, cool deal. Because I want to make a universal macerator with that titanium. It's kind of an expensive recipe. That's automatic. That's universal. So get a bunch of titanium, titanium hull, and then a grinder head. So I want to make that eventually because that can give us another 10% a chance of picking up titanium when processing the bauxite. So cool. Alright, so let me pause the camera and see what we're going to get into next. Alright, and we're back. So, just made 2 more centrifuges because I just want to set up something to work. Made a titanium machine hull. And now we're going to make a universal macerator. You go here. Okay, universal macerator. Like that. Yes, you. Okay, cool. So let's set up the universal macerator first. Just gonna pop him in right here. So the reason I made that is I'm going to go into the bauxite. So we're going to get bauxite ore, send it through the industrial grinder, and we're going to get this purified bauxite ore. So when we get to there, before we were just regularly macerating it right here. We flip over to a universal macerator, we'll also still get that purified pile of bauxite, but a 10% chance of titanium dust. So that's just increasing our odds of getting more titanium, so I like it. And I'll grab a little more cable. I made 2 centrifuges. one here, one here. You can see this one's running. Actually, I have it running to make Quicksilver Dust name. What the Quicksilver Dust will do is make mercury cells. So I just got that working, and it's producing sulfur and as a side product, which is fine because we're going to need lots of sulfur for when we get back into the 5 times ore processing for mechanism. Let me jump up here. Find a good spot to sit. Okay, there we go. Actually, while I'm down here, ender tank. Ender tank of lava. Oh, I can't reach that. Put you right there. Okay. So we're gonna do this one, so that's, whatever the lowest one is. Alright, cool. So let's create a new command group. Call this lava. Lava centrifuge. So we're going to create a trigger. We're going to create a liquid input. And create an output. Wait. Create a liquid output. And then input and trigger. Okay, cool deal. So basically, I'm setting this up to centrifuge the lava, and I will show you what that brings. So let me write this up real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so got a trigger pulling from lava tank target down, pulling blacklist, and then we're outputting it to this centrifuge. And then this one is the one pull it back into the network. So let me go ahead and put that one back up. I'm going to jump over here. You can see this guy's already spinning up. And what happens when you centrifuge lava, you'll get electrum, gold, and a little bit of tungsten. And the tungsten's kind of what I'm looking for, but the electrum and the copper, still not a bad deal either. And since we're not using lava for anything now, we've kind of taken it out of the mechanism processing line. Might as well use it for something. So it does take 250 seconds, so you know, it's a fair amount of time that has to run, but whatever, that's fine. They just keep running. This guy's doing fine too. So cool. So our little machine tower is coming together. There's still a few more machines that I need to make to complete it, but like a plate cutter, but we haven't had any need for plates yet for the use of the plate cutter. Extruder I haven't messed with yet. Canning machine, lathe. So there's a few of them, but we'll get there. We'll get there in the next few episodes. So, alright, we're back. So I wanted to make something real quick before we move on to the next project. We're going to be making a bunch of these steel holes. We're going to be making a bunch of holes, period. but mainly the steel one. So steel hull is 8 pieces of a steel plate around a wrench normally. So what I can do if I go into the assembly machine, it takes 20 seconds a time, but I can cut down on 2 steel plates by making these machine parts and put them in there. So thinking this is probably worth doing. So to make machine parts, it's aluminum in a circuit to make 3, or iron to make 4. How much aluminum do I have? 33. Okay. Actually, make an even number. What would it say? It needed. Wait a minute. Go over here. So it's 2 aluminum for every 1 circuit. I need 2 more circuits. Okay, so that'll give us a fair amount of those machine parts, and that'll let us save a little bit when we're making holes. I wonder if I gave you power. I think that might be a no. Big fat no. Yep. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we're gonna have to start upgrading these universal cables. Power's probably starting to run a little thin. They work. Work, please. Now you're working. Alright, so I got that going. It's a little bit of pleasing and thanking. So the next project I want to work on, I'm going to get into here. I want to work on a little bit of power production, because we're going to go for a pretty good increase in power. So I want to check see how many cyanide we have. 8. That is not much. Need a little bit more than that. Okay, we'll make it work. So what we're going to be making is I want to make a fission reactor from atomic science. I'm not going to be able to complete it today, but I could definitely get it started. So let's grab some pieces and parts to get this thing started. If you watch the control screens where I have the inventory, kind of glitches them out. Yeah, cool. Alright, it's also factory blocks. So let me get some pieces and parts made up. I'll bring you back in a second. Alright guys, I got a little area picked out here. Just a little bit of, make it look pretty. So I'm going to have like a little underneath platform. So I'm going to use factory blocks, orange, white hazard with some stained glass for this. So let's Let's give this a shot. Actually, I'm gonna need more of these. I didn't bring enough. We brought 32. Let me go grab just a little bit more. Let me go grab it. Bigger source. Yeah, I like enough. Just change these over. Alright. So that'll be kind of the platform for the fusion reactor to sit on. I'm gonna make some orange glass. Geez, I didn't have to bring enough of this either. Wow, I did not count good at all. So I need 3. But this one's easier to make. So, like I said, we're not going to be able to get this completely set up and ready to go today, since it's going to entail a pretty big system. But I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Let me find the center. Should be right there. Okay, let's get a reactor made. I wonder how bad this recipe is going to be, especially with the addition of GregTech. Fission reactor. Well, that's not bad at all. Oh, those are IC2 motors. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna need a little bit of these motors. Oh, these comparators. Okay. So it's steel and iron, 4 comparators. Okay. Let's give that a shot. Alright, it worked. Now we need two advanced circuits. I'm out of circuits altogether. I haven't updated the recipe in this because since GregTech changed the recipe. I think I found a fix to that. Just haven't done it yet. Circuits. Alright. Fission reactor. Cool deal. So you're gonna go right there. Alright, I need a couple more things. So I'm going to finish getting a few more pieces made for this, and next episode we're going to dig right into getting this thing up and running, to a point at least, and got a kind of a cool build for it. So thanks for joining me on this episode of Resonant Rise plus GradTech. Be sure to subscribe and leave me a message, and thank you for all the new subscribers, and I'll see you guys later.